When making choices or deciding to make a choice, the most hated one and the most difficult one, but for this point, the most hated, is most likely the best one to choose from. The best one to choose. Like if you, let's do a simple one. Flossing your teeth. Most people don't floss their teeth. That is a fact. You could look it up. You should look it up. I should look it up as well. But I went to the dentist today, and they were telling me that I'd have a lot of calculus, or in that case, tartar, and the buildup on the back of my teeth, and that's because I don't floss. I don't. In fact, it's really hard to even brush my teeth in the day today. You know, you do it because you kind of have to. Your breath will stink. Your mouth will taste bad. Like it's recommended just to do it. Flossing. That's another step. And if you can barely brush your teeth, how are you gonna even floss? But here's the thing: we have a choice. I don't like the choice that I have to floss. You know, I'm gonna start flossing because or else my teeth will get worse. You know? But the truth is, you have to deal with those choices. The choice of do you want to take care of yourself or you don't. It should be our priority to take care of ourselves. In all honesty, to be in our best health, to feel the most comfortable, to be able to do the things that we want. That should be our priority in our lives. But life gets in the way. And if you don't floss, you're more likely to get gum disease, more likely to get cavities, more likely to just have all this work done on your mouth that, frankly, I don't want being done. I don't like people touching my mouth. I don't like that. But you have to take care of yourself. So you go to the dentist, you go to the doctor, you go on that run, you make that dinner instead of starving. That's the only thing we got. That's the only thing we can do. It's the hardest choice. It's the most hated choice. People hate they have to choose between school or their dream, and maybe they don't even want to go to school. But this is all up for people and their own personal decisions and their own personal identities. Each person, everybody's different. But for the point of these discussions, we do generalize, we do try to make examples, but hopefully over time we can do better. But because it's good to get out there and do something for yourself. You hate that you have to get a job, but you still go to work. You still have to put in those days, put in those hours, get that paycheck, do it again. You have to wake up every day, catch that bus. You can't afford a car, but you keep doing it just so you can just keep going. It tells more about perseverance than, failure. That's why we hate making these choices, 'cause it's hard. It's really hard. You know, I love art. I love I just love art. You know, any type of medium, any type of genre. You know, art is art. I may not like certain genres. I may not like certain mediums. I might not like my own art, but I love it. But you have to practice. That's the thing. You have to put in the time and put in the effort to get better at it. Because if you don't get those hours in to fully connect with your medium, to connect with the art itself, you're not going to get anywhere. That's why people turn to AI. That's why people turn to all these other ways of getting that fix. But there was this YouTuber, his name's Windigoon, and he was talking about AI in his Angel Engine video, and he was saying, you know, you don't deserve to make art if you don't make it yourself. If you don't deserve to. And I really think about that a lot, and gave me more courage to make art myself. But that's all we got for today. More videos coming soon. Love people going through hard times. Love people going through good times. Maybe the world will be better in the end.